We need to stop saying.
Cloud,
I was gonna say we
don't
need to
start
stop
that
saying.
crap. Don't, Cloud. Don't.
What? I was
This
just gonna
ain't
say we
Jordan's
need to.
channel. This ain't Jordan's channel. Don't do that crap. I already said you get to cuss enough in the last segment as it is. Anyway.
Whatever.
I got my buddy Cloud up in here. I got Cody, aka the Insane Machine 88, and we got Jordan in here. This is going to be a Raw review for the 20th anniversary of Raw. It's also a response to Wrestling Gamer. Yeah, Wrestling Gamer. When he just has to put his up. You will assume, by the way. And Cody, you kind of puzzled that there's no number one segment? That's the one I lost.
Ain't no biggie.
Yeah, but I saw you kind of look kind of confused at the screen. Like, what?
I'm like,
anyway,
it's okay.
That's the one I'll do. Basically, this is how it went down. McMahon came out and basically said that all the thank you for all the help. For basically, there's two reasons they made it 20 years. One, he's a genius. Two, he that they're in the universe. Then the Big Show comes out, says that he wants Alberto Del Rio stripped of the title and it's back because, well, and he kept calling Vince McMahon Vince, which pissed Vince off. Then, well, we got
Mr. McMahon, goddammit. That's the worst one. That was like the worst one I heard. It's like, yeah. Mr. McMahon, goddammit.
Yeah. But
that's the words that came out of his mouth specifically.
Dude, yeah. Keep quote. If it's quotes, I'll allow it.
It has been quoted.
Yeah. Anyway, then Vince McMahon kept teasing Big Show that he's going to show the footage. Went back and forth about 3 or 4 times. He showed the footage. Then Alberto Del Rio came out, said something about called that Big Show was a fat jackass, if I'm remembering correctly.
Pedro de I can't remember the quote. I can't remember the term that he used, the Spanish term. That was Pedro something.
Then he called him a fat jackass. Words
yeah, pretty much.
Those were his words exactly. Then Rodriguez decided to go all globetrotters on him when they had the present for him and throw confetti on his face. Then they started fighting, and that was about it. Somebody else?
Yeah, going into the second segment here, they had the Raw Rewind. Started off with the Raw Rewind video whenever Bob Barker did the whole The Price is Raw. You know, the whole thing with Chavo Guerrero and all that stuff, give him a big judo chop. You know, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. You know, then as soon as that was over, there was the Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett took on Randy Orton, and Wade Barrett ended up winning with the bullhammer elbow, which I didn't really quite understand. Whenever Orton has been trying to get himself back up from the dislocated shoulder he had thanks to apparently from the Shield, the Shield had damaged his shoulder, but he already had that shoulder dislocated years before. He had been messed up for quite a long time. As a matter of fact, he did mess up his shoulder due to the hands of Wade Barrett about a year or so ago.
And Batista first time. And Batista the first time is probably believe right. I think he has like some sort of ligament disease or something that makes his ligaments extremely stretchy or something. Which
and his shoulder pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way, regardless of that, Wade Barrett got the win over Randy Orton with the finish of the bullhammer elbow.
Yeah. Jordan?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Segment 30 was Eve walks down the hall. And Booker T says, if Eve gets disqualified or Caitlyn, counted out to Caitlyn will get the Divas title. And then Eve tries to flirt her way out of it, and it doesn't work.
There's got to be something I could do.
Cody, little much, buddy.
Just saying.
I got you. We all got you.
Don't mind me. Look at the shiny controller. I never said that. Just follow the light and listen to my voice.
You were saying, Jordan?
You live in company. One. Lance, do you want the next one?
No, you got the whole. That's the whole. You got a whole segment to do, unless you want to finish it out.
Yeah, you could finish it.
Alright. Okay, basically, then we got to the 4 months checkup for Kanan and O'Brien. They say that they should tell Dr. Shelby whatever he wants to hear. Then Dr. Shelby wants them to group hug. Then Shelby asks Daniel O'Brien what his favorite part of Kane is. He answers, he's tall, he can light up on fire mystically by lowering his hands, and he is quite a good dancer, which seemed to puzzle Kane for some reason. Then he asked Kane the same thing. He says he's got a good beard, he's quite agile in the ring, and he likes to wear women's clothing, which I thought was pretty funny. Then he brings in Rhodes Scholars to antagonize him. Then, and they're to go to their happy place. All three start a yes chant after, basically, they beat up Rhodes Scholars. And then they all three start a yes chant.
Actually, and I believe you are missing something. Dr. Shelby also got ticked off.
After the Dr. Phil thing?
Because I think it was,
He said they would be better taken care of by the expertise of Dr. Phil or something like that.
Dr. Phil!
And Shelby was like, Dr. Phil!
Yeah. Who's got segment 4? Because I got segment 5.
Yeah, real quick, apparently Double Beat that, Dr. Shelby may be a manager for Daniel Bryan and Kane.
I still say they should be Charlie Sheen.
No, I don't really.
Well, he is in therapy himself as well, so maybe it can make some kind of sense.
Yeah.
It can turn Brian's no into a definite yes.
Who saw in the crowd the maybe sign?
I did. That was good. That was good right there.
Somebody had a 4.
Okay, let's see. Segment 4. Right?
Yeah. Cuatro.
Okay. Well, pretty much segment 4 was, the standard match, singles match between one half of Team Hell No Kane and one half of Team Rhodes Scholars, the intellectual savior of the masses, Damian Sandow. Really well laid out match. Damian Sandow had a couple good little shining spots, of course, with his elbow of disdain. Regardless of all the healing and crap, Kane did come out on top, winning the match via chokeslam, which led on to later on during this evening, which would be a few more segments away.
Yeah. And now we have a special guest to announce the first inductee of the Hall of Fame.
Oh, no.
All right. The first inductee of the 2013 Hall of Fame is my boy, Mick Foley. The Shield come out and come through the crowd. Then Ryback comes out as Mick sneaks out the back. Ryback gets beat down. Then RKO comes out and gets the beat down as well. Then Sheamus and Randy Orton get basically him and Ryback all beat down the Shield. Then Josh Matthews introduced Ryback. He said some really weird crap. Then a video of outrageous moments and outrageous gimmicks. Later.
Even though I do have to say something about the Shield.
Go ahead.
Complete rip-off of Aces and Eights.
Oh.
How you figure?
Aces and Eights started it, then WWE took over.
I wouldn't say a complete and utter rip-off. Now, what a complete and utter rip-off would be is if they brought back the Disciples of Apocalypse and threw some masks on them. That would be a complete and utter rip-off. That would actually be a cool rip-off.
I second that. I second that quote there, brother. I agree.
Next segment was our number 2. Yeah, it was Eve, the champion versus the challenger, Houston Texans, who looked very nice, very nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Caitlin.
Very nice.
And our new Diva champion is Caitlin, and she won with the spear.
I'm not sure if that was a spear or a gore, because she knocked the crap out of Eve.
Yeah, she put her through hell and hot water and back again. I will agree on that. Let's see. Going on after this is the Caitlin versus Eve match was the start of the second hour. As soon as that match was done, Josh Matthews gets into an interview with the Punkosaurus himself.
Somebody call Mama.
Bruce Clay. Okay. Yeah. Well, my mama out of state, so.
My mama asleep.
Josh Matthews, like I said, interviews Bruce Clay, and he's mad at Punk for what he said about Brodus, saying that he shuck and jives because he asked to, and what the what is this advertisement doing going off on my, what the hell? Shut up. Okay, I want to know about the new movie with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson called Snitch in theaters February 22nd.
Good plug.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bruce Clay fires back.
It knew we were doing a Raw review, so say, hey, a little something extra.
That's for you, Rock. Okay, well, CM Punk last week got on the mic, produced his little pipe bomb, and he threw Brodus Clay into the mix, saying that, Brodus Clay comes out and does his little shuck and jive because he has to. Well, Brodus Clay fires back in this interview and says, I don't shuck and jive because I have to. I shuck and jive because I choose to. And he says that this pipe bomb is going to blow up in his face.
I'll take the second segment. All right. A video of the hair versus hair match, this contract signing of the hair versus hair match at WrestleMania against Vince McMahon and Donald Trump. Then we get to Somebody Call My Mama versus Brodus Clay. Call her why? Because Funk might be on a roll, but Cameron is on parole. And then we got CM Punk. The winner is CM Punk with the Anaconda Vice. Then CM Punk says the people are entitled to their opinions, but not to their own facts. And then he rants about The Rock, about some useless crap. About how he's going to beat Rock and how Rock's going to all that good stuff.
Well, pretty much it. I mean, Punk, he does have his way with being able to work on the mic the way he does.
Yeah.
He's known for these pipe bombs. I mean, ever since he had the whole, the work, whenever they kept cutting off his mic and he'd bust out with a megaphone, this guy, mic or not, can run his mouth. Okay?
Yeah.
No, but that's not saying The Rock can't do it neither. He just has a more creative way of doing stuff.
Yes.
Now, the whole opinion, entitled to their, whenever he said the crowd was not entitled to their opinion, it's the WWE universe. You can't change that. The people are going to speak whether you want them to speak
all the
or not.
time. Although Vince tries to all the time. He pipes
true.
He pipes in and edits stuff out and takes away sides and stuff. He is known bad for doing that.
Well, what can you do? Nothing.
Watch TNA.
Or Ring of Honor.
Whatever you have in your area. Or GCW.
Or
if y'all haven't TV this.
Dang right.
Or how about this? Not have your wife spend $90 million on a campaign.
That fails.
You lost 4 years in a row.
Yeah. Epic fails
3 or 4.
every time.
Yeah. And if y'all looked in the back, Vince was like, I spent $100 million on this. I spent $100
Money
million
he could have
on
spent
this.
in the WWE to make it better.
That's why we're having so many firings right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Banjo-Kazooie. I think I'm about to buy this.
Okay.
Sorry.
Random moment
That's
of
one of the firing.
Cody's moment of randomness.
Watch one of the firings be AJ after WrestleMania.
What?
Watch one of them be AJ.
I don't know why she's
hot.
There's no reason for her to be one of the firings.
No, I'm just saying. Just watch. Just watch. One person that definitely needs to go is that Biggie Langston. God.
Well, once again, what can you do?
Yeah.
Who wants to handle segment 3?
Segment 3 for this here.
Yeah.
Segment 3 started off with a little video montage of some of the best vehicular moments in Monday Night Raw's history. A couple of nice little crashes here and there. You know, it would have been funny if they had the whole thing with, did they have the little segment whenever Rikishi hit Stone Cold?
Yeah.
No?
I believe that was in there.
It'd be a perfect plug-in for whenever The Rock did that Hell in a Cell 6-man promo when he was ragging on Rikishi. I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. Oh, I did it. Such a nugget somewhere, fatty. I'll just have to put that part in there. That clip, that sentence right there made me laugh so hard whenever that pay-per-view happened. Dude, I was rolling. I fell out of my seat. Okay, laughing. I hit my head on the coffee table, and I'm still. But anyway, after this segment with the vehicular moments, you know, you had The Rock and Mick Foley. They're meeting up backstage, like, hey, like, you know, Mick and Rock are just talking, bringing back up old stuff, you know. They keep throwing in that sublimation of the word finally. And they finally do the whole, finally The Rock and Sock has come back to Houston.
Somebody call me?
It was a good pop.
Somebody call me. I might say Sock.
But yeah, and after that, The Rock and like after they do the whole has come back deal, you know, next thing you know, Vicky pops up, you know, excuse me, you know, trying to run a show here, shut up. Whatever.
Why are you being so loud, which I thought was funny? Her saying somebody's loud.
Yeah, Vicky Guerrero.
Take one more.
You know, and Vicky says something about, you know, if they could get any louder, and she told them to quit and shut up. You know, she even got in the Rock's face. Do you have anything else to say? Is anything you have to say? And the Rock says, no. And for good reason. Because him and Mick, after Vicky flew the coop, I wouldn't say fly, maybe she rolled. You know, The Rock says he has something in store for Vicky at the Rock concert tonight at the end of the show. You know, and so the moment rolls on to segment 4. Who wants to take over that one?
Jordan, you want to? Or you want me to handle it?
Oh, okay. Segment 4 is the,
Jordan, do us a favor and move your camera down just a little bit. We're just seeing the top of your head.
Oh.
A little more. There you go. We got you, buddy.
Okay. It's an over-the-top rope challenge. Sheamus versus the 3-man band, baby. And the winner is the 3-man band when Sheamus threw McIntyre and Mahal, but couldn't do it to Slater.
Couldn't. I meant to put couldn't, by the way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, couldn't. Then Sheamus beats them down. Josh Matthews interviews Cena about the cage match. Then goes a stupid rap. Then The Miz comes out for Miz TV and brings out Ric Flair for Miz TV.
Which was actually a really cool segment there, you know, with the whole situation with, you know, having Ric Flair come in. He's the only Hall of Famer to get 2 Hall of Fame rings on his fingers, you know. He comes out, he goes, boom, kiss the baby, yeah. Yeah, he does, he struts his stuff, he runs his interview, you know, when, God, I'm trying to remember this. But, out of the blue, big run-in. Antonio Cesaro pops up, making fun of the United States Championship, comparing America to, I don't know what the hell he compared America to. I think it was Ric Flair he compared America to, all that work and nothing to show for it.
Yeah,
and it leads into
not 20,000, 30,000. Get it right.
Yeah.
30 million.
It's like you spent $20 million. No, 30 million. Okay. Wow. What's that whistling sound? Good Lord.
It's not for me. I know that.
That ain't for me.
Anyway.
Megatron.
No, I'm on the tablet. It ain't me.
It's not me. I know that.
Ain't me.
I'll turn off my iPod earlier. I had Skrillex on, but I don't see why it would be playing now. But anyway, that segment of Miz TV ends with the Miz and Flair trying to, Flair does his attitude chops, which the crowd goes nuts over. Instead of Flair attempts to go, he dances around getting ready for the figure four, but instead hands the leg over to Miz. Miz does his little thing. He lands the figure four. Antonio Cesaro is not selling that well in this figure four leg lock. He's just sitting there like trying to break it up. He's not even like you're supposed to. It's called entertainment for a reason. You got a straight face and you're taking a figure four leg lock.
You got the...
Him sell. Make him hurt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it right there. Anyway. But I do have something to say with Cesaro coming out, though. The United States flag. Who used to do that? Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
Cesaro is okay at doing the anti-American heel gimmick.
Yep.
I've seen a lot worse.
Did it better.
What?
Nikolai Volkov did it the best.
I'd say Sheik did it better.
That, the Koloffs back in AWA and NWA, they did it pretty good too.
The Hart Foundation did it pretty good too.
Our foundation, I agree.
Jordan,
Being Canadian.
Yeah.
you want to take the next one?
Alright.
For being Canadian.
Let's see. It was with Daniel Bryan and Cody, right?
Yeah.
Or was it someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with the Miz
Yeah.
TV, I think after that's the Mike Tyson Stone Cold encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it.
that too. Yeah, they showed that memorable moment when they go to Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes massive disaster. That's how I like to call it. And the winner is Daniel Bryan with the yes luck. Then Eve quits on WWE activity. Yes.
All right.
The Raw Active interview, yeah.
Hang on.
We lost Cloud. Hey, he's back.
Yeah. You're coming up, just one more segment, which I'll take.
Yeah, thank you.
AJ and Big E Langston are...
Sorry about that. Sorry
That's
about
all right.
Uvu's part, by the way.
Yeah. AJ and Big E Langston are talking about are backstage, and AJ says her favorite part of the past 20 years in Raw is the weddings. She shows a clip of Kane ruining Edge and Lita's wedding. Then a clip of Triple H ruining his and Stephanie McMahon's wedding vow renewal, and then Big E Langston shows AJ accepting the GM during her and Daniel Bryan's wedding at Raw 1000. AJ was looking finer and hotter than bacon grease during this whole show. Just saying. Then AJ tears up and goes all on a rant, blames losing everything on John Cena. Then Dolph Ziggler says he's going to prove to the world that basically he's going to be the man this year, basically, from what he said. And good old JR comes down to ringside to call a match.
I am sick of hearing Boomer Sooner, by the way. Which is JR's theme song.
Okay, who wants to cover the match? I forget that I had a match too. Or Cloud, do you want to cover that too?
I'll take the match, I don't care.
Okay.
Steel cage match between John Cena and Dolph Ziggler. Your winner is John Cena with the double A. And pretty much, well, first AJ tried to climb into the ring by climbing on the cage. After she got all ragey. Which is fine. Everyone has their moments.
You don't know why she was yelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I even told you while we were watching this, why is she yelling?
No. Yeah. And then we get to the Rock concerts.
Her and Vicky Guerrero have a lot in common with that scream. I wonder if she's related.
But on AJ, it's kind of sexy.
Yeah, she got
Becky,
a good jeans.
No.
Yeah, her jeans will fit her real nice tonight.
Yeah. You're able to see everything.
Okay, go ahead, Cloud.
I'm keeping it like that. Everything. And then we get to the Rock concerts, which by far, I think that was pretty much like the most hilarious thing ever. And you see The Rock in the ring sing a song about Paul Heyman, and I quote from The Rock, "That dude has Twinkie tits." I quote.
Yeah, that's a quote. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say another quote that he sang about, but I'm not going to bring that one up. It's just talking about his member that he hasn't seen in years. His member.
Oh yeah. I want to get onto that, but no, I don't want to.
You want to get on with member?
No,
What?
Like, no homo.
Yeah, no homo. Anyways, the funny thing is that, he also did a remake of Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight by Horrible Tonight to Vicky Guerrero.
Who looked like a black hole. Just a big mass of black.
That's what it was. That's what she looked like. Because she always looks horrible.
Except for when she's off screen.
Anyways, yeah. And Rock even said, because one of the girls screamed, "I love you" to The Rock. And I quote from The Rock, "Yeah, The Rock loves you too. Maybe." And that was, yes. And anyways, that's how the show ended.
No, it didn't. It ended when Punk came out, the whole brawl thing.
Oh yeah, and then apparently when CM Punk came out, The Rock and Punk started brawling it out. I apologize that I did not see all of that. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. Now that we have okay, what did y'all guys think of Raw?
9 out of 10.
Out of 10.
Go ahead, guys.
I
give it a 7.
Like a
by far my
7.
lowest.
1.5 more, like, kind of want to lean near 8, but not just yet.
Yeah, it did not qualify
Like
for an 8 to me.
I mean, with the Rock being there, throwing the funny punchlines, and dogging Vicky Guerrero, that made my night. Okay.
Yeah.
And then whenever he called Paul Heyman, that cool Twinkie tits. Oh yeah, that finished off my night. That was awesome. Okay.
That was good, but the rest of the show, I just can't give it an 8. If the product was a lot better, yeah, 8 all day long.
With me, this is by far my lowest one, but I give Raw a 5 out of 10. The reason why it's that low? Because of JBL. JBL, do us a little favor. Stay on SmackDown. Don't come to Monday Night Raw.
Jordan?
What? Oh, I said 9 out of 10.
Okay.
A 9? Alright, whatever.
What you be smoking? Okay, you're just happy your hometown girl won the title.
Yeah, that was
Which
not
I don't
fair to
blame
see
you.
it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Now I got some questions for y'all. This is kind of wrestling, we'll call this wrestle talk, I guess. What do you think is wrong with WWE?
It's a load of crap right now. There's lack of interest in the storylines. They're just airing the show to air it. I mean, they're not being able to, I mean, technically speaking, if you ask me, they're losing sight of what the WWE really means whenever it comes to the world of pro wrestling. It's losing sight of its origins. You know, but yet they celebrated 20 years tonight. I still feel they're missing the true aspect on how they came to be. I mean, yeah, sure. Vince McMahon has developed many a gimmick, many a storyline, and honestly, they're starting to run out of ideas, if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know, and the moment they run out of ideas is the moment that they're going to lose in the ratings battles. You know, I mean, they're known to be the longest running episodic television show in the history of the world. I mean, even longer than The Simpsons.
Don't.
Okay? Yeah, don't. But anyway. Yeah, eat my shorts. Leave me alone.
Hey, I didn't say that. That was
the
clout.
WWE, like I said, the WWE is, they need to really get on the ball and start opening their minds whenever it comes to storylines. Not just think of this and that, throw it together, and boom.
And
you know, that's what happened. And they need to improve their tag team division.
And their talent.
They need to shine their talent. I mean, the Usos, great in-ring competitors. Give them more heat. Give them more shine. Because, I mean, Team Hell No and Team Rose Colors are only going to last for so long.
Yeah.
You need legitimate, stable tag teams. Okay? The Hart Foundation, dead. The Usos, I'm amazed they're still there. You know, freaking, oh, God, what was,
Don't jinx them.
What's that?
Don't jinx them. You said you can't believe they're still there. We are in spring cleaning season.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, if WWE drops them, there's always Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is known for their tag team divisions. I mean, you've had some of the best in Ring of Honor. Sorry, WWE, but the world's greatest tag team. Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas.
Which I've heard them boys might be coming back.
Yeah, Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli, who you know now as Cassius Ohno and Antonio Cesaro. They were former ROH Tag Team Champions known as the Kings of
Wrestling.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Yes, I just said that, the Kings of Wrestling. You know, the American Wolves. Okay? You've got some great tag teams out there. The All Night Express. Okay? With current TNA superstar Kenny King, and I don't remember his partner's name. But anyway, if they let go of the Usos are going to go, I got a feeling they'll be going to Ring of Honor and lighting that ass up. Pardon my French.
And one thing I think they need to seriously do, pull the TV way back. I'd like the match. Yes. They have something like a year, something like 370 to 400 hours of TV. That is way too much exposure. Especially when you ain't got the talent to do it.
Oh, I agree. Not enough talent.
If they had like a 20 top guys, in the show. If they had like 20 top guys, yeah, that I can understand them doing that many hours. But no, most of these guys are jobbers on TV on their show now.
Yeah. I mean, let's just put it this way. Juggalo Championship Wrestling has a better opportunity to get ratings on TV than the WWE at times. Because they book major talent, they've got great talent, and half of their talent is former WWE superstars that still got it. Perfect example, Sean Waltman, the 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac, 6-Pac, whatever you want to name him. Okay? The New Age Outlaws. You name it. They've got a bunch of boys out there. Vampiro, okay? Major in WCW and known all over Mexico. Okay?
Vampiro really wasn't major in WCW. They treated him like a redheaded stepchild.
Myself, I like Vampiro in WCW because he showed up a lot of skill.
I'm just saying they treated him like crap. Yeah,
they treated him like shit, but yet he was the workhorse. One of the like 5 or 6 workhorses in WCW.
Yeah.
I can name about 5 of them off the bat, and Bad Bureau is definitely one. You know, I mean, like I said, WWE. I may be an independent pro wrestler, okay? I see storylines come and go, and y'all have not used them. I'm amazed y'all haven't stolen them from us yet.
Vince is known for stealing stuff. Known from stealing stuff from smaller guys. I mean, why do you think he paid ECW? Why do you think he had ECW on the payroll back in the 90s?
Yep.
The Attitude Era was not the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era was the ECW era.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Actually, and can we go back onto that spring cleaning part?
Go ahead, sir.
What I would really like to see is the primetime players actually get cut. There's no need for them to be there.
True.
They're also making the company look bad.
No.
Yeah, because they said,
But they're dumb dance.
in their tag team
This isn't a
championship.
dance off. This isn't a dance off. It's a wrestling company, not a dancing company.
You said the word Vince does not like to hear. You said wrestling. Vince does not like that. Vince hates that word. No. They're not they are not wrestling. Oh, shut up, Vince. You were born and raised on wrestling. Shut up, Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I can agree on that.
Hey Vince, if we weren't recording right now, I would have stuck out the Stone Cold Salute to you.
Oh.
Now, I have another question. What do you think is wrong with TNA?
TNA, honestly, they have the talent, but not the storyline. Okay? They can't seem to keep a stable storyline going other than the aces and eights. Okay?
They have better. They have better storylines than WWE.
Yeah, but the thing is, some of their storylines. Well, let's just put it this way: not specifically the storylines, but the heat between the wrestlers. Okay, the heat changes too much. Okay. To me, it seems it's like TNA, they're trying. No doubt about it.
They're putting effort in.
Okay, they are trying. They've got amazing talent in that organization. They've got loads of it. Boatloads of it. Honestly, they've got more talent than WWE. It's just WWE has more entertainment than TNA. In some aspects. Not all aspects, but some. But the way it seems to me, TNA needs to really try to find a way to elevate that level again. Okay? I mean, hell, bring back the 6-sided ring for Christ's sakes. That ring made TNA what it is today.
They're doing, we got one problem.
Keep the 6-sided ring.
Bischoff and Hogan hate that ring.
Well, that's the thing, but the only difference is that ring made TNA what it was. Okay, putting it back to a 4-sided ring whenever Hogan came back, that's what killed the ratings, if you ask me. That's what killed the ratings spike.
What killed the ratings was bringing in Hogan and Bischoff. I've told you'll back me up on this one. I know you will, Cody. Bischoff and Hogan do not build companies; they kill companies.
Yeah, they kill companies.
Yes.
Okay.
WCW
that's the only thing they're good for. Because whenever Ted Turner ran WCW, WCW was at its prime. And were at their best ratings ever. The moment Bischoff took over, it started going downhill. Don't let that WWE 13 game fool you about the Monday Night Wars. okay? They may be somewhat accurate, okay? But it's just a projection.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were able to get deep down research as to the viewing spikes, the ratings, the way they were running their shows, there was a big difference between WCW and NWO from the 80s all the way to 2000. You would have been able to tell the difference. Because slowly, I can understand Vince was working his way to buying them out. Why? Because Bischoff took over whenever Ted Turner couldn't stay in play. Okay? That's how I feel about it.
To me, the Attitude Era
I watched the DVD of the rise and fall of WCW. I've seen the DVD about the rise and fall of ECW. Okay?
Two very good
great organizations.
Documentaries. Very great documentaries.
Also, the rise and fall of WCCW. World Class Championship Wrestling. Okay? You want to the viewers who are watching this, watch those documentaries. If you get them on Netflix, great. If not, buy them.
If not, they might be on YouTube. They might be, I don't know.
It could be on YouTube. You never know. But the deal is, watch these documentaries and you'll understand a full aspect on their talent, the way they did their storylines, and how it was so different from the WWE. Or at the time it was the World Wrestling Federation. But, I mean, overall, to the viewers who are what we call in the business smart marks, okay, I know of quite a few. Some of these guys right here, I'd recognize them as smart marks, but no offense to you guys. All of your years combined has nothing compared to my experience in the ring and having to deal with storylines.
I don't claim to.
I mean, me as an independent, I've seen storylines come and go, and I've seen some that were so outrageously awesome. Okay? But yet, WWE's too busy with their thumb in their ass trying to figure out what they're going to do next.
And back to TNA. They are in trouble because I'm seeing Bischoff, like with the pay-per-view things they're doing, two problems with that. Two problems with the one-night stand things. Bischoff's pulling ideas he had back out of WCW. The pay-per-view concepts, like the Joker's Wild Tag Team Tournament, putting enemies in tag teams together. He already did that. And a bunch of other ideas he already had. He's doing that. That's what he's doing. They failed in WCW. Why do you think that they'll work in the TNA?
Yeah, and mark my words, if Bischoff actually brings back the Blood Group from WCW, TNA will not survive.
Oh, the New Blood?
Yeah, the New Blood, no.
Actually, he was out before that started.
Oh.
Yeah.
And can I actually say something about WCW?
Yeah.
I think it's quite funny that when Vince McMahon bought out WCW, he actually let all the superstars from WCW run out their contracts with WWF.
Well, I mean, it's all about, to me, the WWE is more focused on putting the shine on their favorite boys. That's just me. Now, with TNA, it seems like there seems to be an equal amount of respect, an equal amount of attention toward at least 50% of the roster. Which, on the other hand, with the WWE, it's maybe only a fourth of their roster that gets all the good
Sorry, I had a cold.
that gets all the good attention and all the good heat. If they can disperse that heat, it's either they water down the roster or they disperse the shine throughout the entire roster. You know, I can understand. They're running like, 4 or 5 shows a week. You know, you got Monday Night Raw, you got SmackDown, you've got Main Event, you've got Superstars, you got Saturday Morning Slam, okay?
NXT.
And you got NXT. Well, NXT runs on a different schedule, though. NXT, they have their own arena and everything. They got a new arena by themselves. And their pay-per-views. Okay, I can understand them running on the road 300 plus days a year. But whenever it's time to settle your guys down, you need to settle them down. If they need a break, give them a break. Let somebody else get some shine. Okay? You know, let your boys take a break. Give them a paid vacation.
And not when they're having to pay for their vacation.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, perfect example. John Cena has dedicated 10 years of his life, not to bring up Cena, 10 years of his life to this business. His only legitimate break was whenever he had a torn pectoral muscle back in 2008. That torn pectoral muscle. And he only had, not even 5-6 months to be able to recover from that. But the only thing is, a superstar doesn't want to be enjoying his time home recovering from injury. Okay? That's with anybody. Even I can admit that. Okay? I want time home because I earned it. Yeah. Not because I'm hurt. You know, so that's the thing. Let some of your vets take a break. Let the new boys come in and shine. Okay. Then whenever it's time for your vets to come back, they come back and make them look good as well as make themselves look good.
And something I've noticed,
you bring that kind of. What's that?
And something that I've noticed, Vince destroys his golden boy. Look at the crap shape Hogan's in. Look at the crap shape Shawn Michaels is in. Stone Cold. Look at Cena.
He runs his boys ragged, man.
He destroys them. Ragged.
I mean, Austin's got blown out knees. I mean, Shawn Michaels has got so much damage on him. Triple H is
Triple H.
Rey Mysterio's on the verge of leaving because of his knees. Okay, Rey Mysterio was damn near at the end of his rope. I mean,
yeah, but
even though he
Rey
still
Mysterio
looks
been
great as an
for how long?
competitor. Shoot. Yeah. I know he's been in it for more than 10 years. I mean, I heard, from what I heard, I think it was like he started training at 16.
Yeah.
Like 15 or 16 years old.
And,
okay, and he's in his 30s, late 30s?
Taker.
I mean, shoot, Taker's in his 50s.
Undertaker, yeah.
Okay. Just like Kevin Nash or Diesel. Okay, he's in his 50s as well, but his knees and
Kevin
back
Nash still looks good though. Kevin Nash still looks good though.
Still looks good, but man, his knees are done. His knees and his back are finished.
You want to know something funny? Terry Funk finally retired for the last time. At 68.
I agree on that one.
At 68.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is something the Sandman said at one of Terry Funk's, I think he was over in Japan. He was toasting Terry Funk and said, "Hey, thanks for having me at your retirement, Terry. Invite me to the next one." This back in the 90s.
Yeah.
This is another question I had. What organization would you love to see rise up and take over WWE and TNA's spot? It can be a living company or a dead company.
WCW. Honestly, absolutely
Chikara
WCW.
Pro Wrestling. Chikara Pro Wrestling. They come up with some of the youngest, freshest talent in the country. Okay, CM Punk was there. Okay, CM Punk was in Chikara. Okay, he spent there. PWG, IWA, all these independent organizations. But I believe that it's between Combat Zone Wrestling, CZW, and Chikara Pro Wrestling. If one of those two would rise up and dominate, these boys would be the baddest ever. Okay? They produced some of the craziest hardcore matches I have ever seen in my life. The Cage of Death at CZW. That is one of the most crazy hardcore cage matches I've ever seen in my life. Glass, incandescent light bulbs. These guys bleeding and cut from head to toe. Yes, these guys put their lives on the line every time they get in a match like this. But with their level of action, it tops the WWE whenever it comes to, the extreme portion of what wrestling is really about.
When it comes to extreme wrestling, right now, Teletubbies beat WWE in extreme stuff. Let's face it.
Us as independents beat them in extreme stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, there's a bunch of indies, okay, that will sometimes be able to wrestle in circles around these boys. Okay? Specifically, a couple of the guys that are from the organization that I wrestle for.
Give it a plug.
Which, I'll put it out in the open. Gulf Coast Wrestling, Louisiana.
Check them out.
Yeah, youtube.com/WrestleGamer. You get reviews like what we're doing here. This is my buddy Double B Billy Boudreaux, aka WrestleGamer. He does video game reviews. He does Monday Night Raw and TNA and all these other reviews, pay-per-views, but as well as viewing some of the best independent action in the state of Louisiana.
And I'd like to see come up or come back, I guess come back from the dead, because, these are my two favorite hardcore, some people call it trash, I just call it extreme wrestling. Extreme professional wrestling and frontier martial arts wrestling. Those are my two favorite companies of all time. I like the XPW come back and FMW come back. Take over.
And let them combine ECW as well.
ECW can't touch them two guys. ECW can't touch them.
No. Whenever it comes to the level of extreme, no. Not even close.
There's nothing can top, to me, ECW could not touch the King of the Deathmatch tournament. It could not touch that.
Don't believe it? Look it up on YouTube, guys. King of Deathmatch. Okay? They'll show you some of the bloodiest, goriest fights, matches ever produced in professional wrestling history. Whether it's Japan,
XPW.
It's in the, XPW. Yeah, they actually had I think it was like a YouTube channel series that went deep into independent pro wrestling. And XPW was one of those organizations they went and had a good insight into. I mean, let's just put it this way. You want extreme? How about getting hit with a fully running gas-powered weed eater and having skin rolling off of your flesh like butter? Okay? That is extreme.
What got him in trouble was they kind of got into some illegal porn, unfortunately.
Probably my retired.
Hey, mine's legal, so I don't care.
Okay.
Robert Black got into some trouble. Okay. Two final questions. What is your favorite of the major titles that you wish they would bring back? And what titles nowadays would you say, the actual belts, which they would get rid of?
WWE Championship. That title's been around ever since Cena first won it after beating JBL. Okay, back in the early 2000s. Okay, that title's got to go. I don't care if The Rock beats CM Punk at Royal Rumble or not. That title has to go.
They need to bring back the winged eagle.
Or the corporate title.
That one back.
The corporate title. The rounded off belt.
Yeah, the big eagle, yeah. Of course, to me, winged eagle will always, that's the title I grew up watching.
Here's what I say. Get rid of the... Oh, sorry to cut you off, by the way.
It's alright.
I apologize on that.
No biggie.
They should get rid of the Intercontinental title. Just completely get rid of it.
Oh, no.
No, that's...
I don't think so. The
No.
IC title still has great prestige. They need to get rid of the United States title.
Or at
That's
least
my-
Get rid of
redesign it.
that one.
Or at least redesign
They
it.
should redesign it. And the band that they have for the IC title, make it black. Make it the way it was. Or at least have it like a different color. Like what the Ultimate
the white
Warrior
belt,
had.
actually, they did have the IC title with a white belt back in the day.
Yeah,
You know that,
Shawn
right?
Michaels held it.
Whenever Ricky the
No.
Dragon Steamboat was the Intercontinental Champion, that belt was white.
And when Shawn Michaels held it.
No, when Shawn Michaels held it, it was blue. The band was blue.
It was blue. The
looked-
belt
yeah.
was blue.
When I've seen it, it looked white.
But first, the only person to have it multicolored was the Ultimate Warrior.
That's true.
That ugly yellow belt.
Yeah.
Seems like every week he would change it up, like...
Who do you think, okay, this is the final question. Who do you think they should put in as the new general manager of Raw?
New general manager
I do
of Raw.
Shawn.
Yeah, I kind of have something to say with that.
Well, Shawn Michaels, he already had the whole commissioner of Monday Night Raw deal.
Yeah, but I think he'd be he should be Shawn Michaels, not Commissioner Michaels. Not that character sucked. If it was actually HBK running stuff, yes.
Yeah.
UFC ratings
Yeah,
up there.
Uh-huh. No,
Or,
I mean,
here's my thought.
if I had to choose somebody who I feel would be a good general manager of Monday Night Raw, you leave it to me, Double A Arn Anderson. He is a legend in this business. That man can talk shit on a mic like it's nobody's business. Okay? He sets the story straight.
My theory?
He is a in-your-face guy. He will tell you what for. The man knows how to talk. And he seems like he would have a voice of authority. But that's my opinion. Double A Arn Anderson, I believe, would be a great general manager in Monday Night Raw.
This is just me, personally, Nature Boy.
Ric Flair.
Because even if they decide
Well,
to make
how
him
about
go
just-
bad guy, he has the charisma to pull that off. Unlike
Yeah, he can run
John
his mouth, too,
Laryngitis and Vicky Guerrero, they can't do it. It takes a certain level of charisma to pull that off. Vince McMahon had it.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff had it. The other people they try to do it don't have it.
Yeah.
Jordan even remembers what I used to do.
What?
My name is John Laryngitis, and I welcome each and every one of you to Monday Night Raw and People Power.
And here's the truth side.
The only reason he had it down is because his brother's animal.
And here's another thing. On WWE 12, the game, they did reveal who the general manager was. And it was actually Kevin Nash. A thought. Just a thought. But I guess we're using cloud. Since we never got to.
Kevin Nash is awesome.
We were talking about the Attitude Era a little while ago, and to me, that was not, Vince McMahon and Vince Russo, nor Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan made that era. The Clique made that era. When you think about it. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were running things in WCW. Triple H and Shawn Michaels were running WWE.
Yes.
Well,
divide and conquer.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Anyway, we kind of ran on long enough. Or what do you have to say? You had something to say?
Oh, I'm good.
Well,
I'm good.
We kind of need to be wrapping this up, so I have no idea how long we've been going for. I know it's been a while.
5 hours already.
Huh?
Feels like 5 hours.
Anyway, hit me up.
Feels like 5 hours.
If you have any questions or comments, email me at lastbosstv@gmail.com. Private message me on YouTube. Please subscribe if you hadn't. Let's see. Private message me on here. Hit me up on Facebook. Somebody else plug.
Or if you have say what is your favorite
feedback.
Feedback. Ow. If you have what belts you think that WWE should get rid of, post them down in the comments below. Post them right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any other further questions, maybe we can take a collage of all the viewers' questions. We can put them up into one solid segment, and we can answer these questions that the viewers have placed down.
Yeah.
Do the round table, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all plug y'all's channels and stuff.
K570003. Subscribe, rate, comment, do whatever your little heart desires. Decide to troll me.
We'll come on here and troll you back.
Well, get on this case. Bring it.
Also, you can search on YouTube here. Look for Cody Hawkins 88. That's Cody Hawkins. That's all capital C, capital H, and it's not an S like Kurt Hawkins. It's a Z. Okay, so Cody Hawkins 88. Okay, you'll be able to find most of my matches, videos that I have made. And like I said, matches and entrance videos that I've made for my fellow independents. My just overall, just pretty much everything wrestling here. I have a few favorites that y'all might like to have as well. Also look for me on Facebook, Cody the Insane Machine Hawkins. Pretty simple thing to look for. And that's the two main ways to get in touch with me. Unless you look for me here on Uvu and it's Insane Machine 88. Can't miss me.
Or how about on Xbox Live? Class Drive 1994?
Or Xbox Live. Yeah, Xbox Live. Super Cheats 0089. 0089.
Yep.
Hey, YouTube 21 George Bannon, WWE Fan 307 on Xbox. And Lance don't have one.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer. Sorry. These are my buddies. They're gamers, but I'm not.
It's all right. It's all right.
Musician player. I'm a musician and I'll make YouTube videos.
It's cool.
Anyway, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Remember, trollers, bring it later.